Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill and I'm going to be covering the much anticipated Air Jordan 1 silhouette. This is the Virgil Archives Jordan 1 High. These are also being dubbed the Alaskas. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. If you're joining us for the first time, thanks so much for joining. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these unboxing and styling segments. Today we are going to be talking about, of course, the iconic Air Jordan silhouette, but this is a very, very special release because this is a Virgil Abloh collaboration through the archives and it's being dubbed the Alaska. We'll go through the overall overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled this iconic looking sneaker. Then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. Let's jump right into it. This colorway, honestly, is probably one of my favorite colors that I've seen Virgil Abloh create. Even though all of his pairs are iconic in their own ways, I do think that this color scheme is a little bit more subtle, very simplistic and easy to style. And the way that they decided to kind of partner and pair this with this really cool box. I'll open this up as well so you can see what's inside. So it flips open like this, which is really cool. And then I'm just gonna pull this out because this is actually a book. And then the way that this just comes out, it just pops out like this and slides out. So that's how I got my sneakers out of there. But let me just show you this book here. It says modernism is not new, and then we've got some really just cool Virgil designs in here, archival designs, which I think is so cool that they decided to add this in here. Really just makes you understand what kind of went through his talented mind when he was still with us. But I love that they've kept these designs and they're letting us fans get a little taste of what his designs look like firsthand, since these are all of his handwritten designs as well as his writing here. But really cool that they have embodied this whole collaboration with this archival booklet. But let's look at the sneaker itself now. So this is a really light sky blue shade. As you can see on the front, it's got a nice hint of blue, almost can look white in certain lights. And then this is a nylon translucent upper here that's perforated. And we've got the Off-White signature hang tag here and the sky blue hue. I kept mine just factory tied with the white laces, but we do have the iconic laces with the Off-White branding on them, and you do get 3 other options. You also get 3 different lace options. So if you don't want to lace yours up with white, you do have a royal purple color scheme, a nice powder blue colorway, or a shade of black. So it's nice that you are able to lace swap this if you want to mix and match it. As far as the upper goes, for the tongue, we've got this light blue tongue. We do have a little subtle pop of color here in that orange hue for the Nike Air. And then of course we've got that exposed tongue on the top so you can see the foam peeping through on the top, but the tongue is just in a nice simple nylon material. And again, it's in this kind of icy light blue shade. And then when I flip the sides here where the eyelets are, I left mine unlaced so I can show you. It's got 85 on there and it's on both sides. Let's see if that's the same, and it's the same on both the left and right sneaker. All right, let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. Okay, so wrapping around to the side panels, again, we've just got the iconic logo and branding for Off-White on the medial side of the sneaker. And this time it's got the Virgil Abloh Archives on here on top. Then when we wrap around, we've got just nice different types of material that they used here, which is really cool. A little rougher textile. Then we've got that nice nylon on the upper portion of the collar, and then some leathers and suedes in between the sneaker itself. The interior is fully covered in white for the insole with branding in black. And then we've got that light blue texture and hue for the back of the collar. And then there is some nice detailing on the insole because I could feel it on my feet. You could feel like it was a little bit embroidered on the inside there. And then when we wrap around to the lateral side, we've got that Air Jordan branding, and we've got the Nike swoosh in a soft white tone, or that kind of soft bluish white tone. And of course the iconic embroidered pieces here for Off-White in this nice royal blue and pop of orange. The sneakers finish out with a egg tone cream for the midsole with the air on the bottom. And then we've got a grayish hue for the outsole. All right, let's take a look at those last and final details. All right, so jumping into size and fit, I always size half a size up in all of my Air Jordan 1 highs. I feel like they fit me perfectly. This is also quite malleable, the toe box here, and I feel like because of that, it gives you a little bit more movement in the toe box than other Air Jordan 1s. Of course, the material kind of shifts and changes, so depending on what type of release you get, that will depend on the flexibility of this, but this is very malleable. All right, now let's jump into how I style this iconic archival sneaker. So again, I do think this is one of the easier colorways that has released, and for those of you who are Virgil fans, you already know that Virgil passed back in 2021. And so a little bit of the storyline is this was one of his drawings and conceptions or concepts that he had back when he was still alive. So I love that they're keeping his just liveliness and talent and ideas in the present time, even though he's no longer with us. But it's nice to kind of hold on to the memory of Virgil and hold on to all of these talented components of what he dreamed up of when he was still with us. So as far as styling this, I decided to keep it pretty simple for the first look with a Air Jordan sweatsuit, and that was just in this light blue shade, which I feel like kind of matched this perfectly, if not exactly almost.
Looking tasty, how you dressed up? Looking at you too long, got me pressed up. Raise the temperature, and you gonna melt some. Raise a little one with you, I'm getting ahead of us. Oh, we are praying to find that spark. Ain't that the reason you're at this bar? Bet you're thinking about the same thing. Tryna hate on it, can you blame me? My head, I see it all over me. Pillows all around.
Then for the second look, I switched up, still kept it lifestyle, but a little more dressy. I decided to wear some light denim pants. And then I wore a simple just polo sweatshirt that was gray and white, layered that with a beige blazer. And then I layered on top of that a nice blue sweater.
Let's duck away for the week. B&B in Malibu, put you right on the beach. First sight tight, knew the second I saw you. You be on my mind till I test that water. Feel it in my chest, I'm caught. Don't leave with me now, say the word and we'll go. Love it when I put you on the side of the bed. We're thinking about it in public again. You gave me that stare, girl, that isn't fair. Want you right now, I don't care. Let me see you outside.
Then for the last and final look, I switched up, kept the same jeans on, but this time I decided to wear a nice jacket that was in a navy shade, kind of almost an Omlion door type of bomber jacket. And then underneath that, I wore just a nice button down blue striped shirt with some cream. And then I layered on top of that a polo sweatshirt in navy.
Never looks for a high five. Ay. Pure intentions, my only hope is I earn respect. The folks I care for most. How they treat you in person doesn't answer the question. Maybe it's something you'll never know. What do they say about you when you're not around? Are they gonna build you up and knock you down? Some will hate you, some will love you. Gotta know the truth from what they talking about. Long as I'm getting paid and still making my mama proud. I'm good forever, can't get to me, no I wouldn't let them. If I need opinions, I look in the mirror, I look to heaven. Cause face to face with them, not a sound. So what do they say about you when you're not around? Last time I saw them, we caught up and laughed about stories from the past. Then they asked me about the fam. Got a few little birds on the way, word always comes back. Same day they were cool with me, they took my name through the trash. I ain't even get mad. Got pity for a troubled soul. Feel for him but can't relate. I ain't never been one of those.
Now let's talk about how much these went for on retail market. So I was able to snag a pair of these through a raffle. So it was in-store pickup. So I luckily took a W on these, which is why I'm able to get this video out to you so quickly. As far as price point goes though, these retailed at $230. They're currently a little bit of resale on these though, depending of course on your size. They're going between $500 to $1,200. All right, everyone, congrats to anybody who was able to pick these up, whether it was on an online release or an in-store raffle release. These were definitely a little bit more on the difficult side to get, so congrats to all of you that took W's. Let me know in the comments if you were able to get a pair or if you took an L this past week. All right, everyone, that's it for this unboxing and review. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you on the next episode.
Close, forgiving cause some roads I take it so high, I got a bloody nose. Pure intentions, my only hope is I earn respect with the folks.